Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I got a simple recipe to share with you today. You've probably had it or heard of it. Cream chip beef, also known as same old stuff or on a shingle. So you're gonna need a jar of dried beef. I don't make this very often because it has nitrates in the dried beef, just like it would be in all your cured meats, hot dogs, bacon, ham, depending on what you buy. Nitrates aren't that great for you, so I don't make it very often. But so you need a jar of dried beef, about half a stick of butter, and you're going to need probably roughly a third cup of flour and around a quart of milk. I don't measure those exactly, I kind of eyeball it. A lot of things that I make, I just kind of eyeball. There are certain recipes where you need to be right on, but most of the time you don't gotta worry about it so much. And then you're gonna need some bread for toast or crackers. You could do saltines. I just made some sourdough earlier today, so I'm gonna use that. And anything else, salt, pepper, and then if you want to add any veggies, I'm gonna add some home canned carrots and green beans from the garden this past year. I'm going to heat these up separate just because the kids aren't crazy about it when I mix it all together. But you could make this like a one dish meal, which is what I like to do. Less dishes, just make it simple. Sometimes I'll make this and I'll just throw in some frozen peas, call it a meal. Alright, so first things first, we're going to melt the butter in a pot. While the butter's melting, what I'm going to do is pop the top off this sucker. And I am going to actually rinse this because this is quite salty. And if you're somebody that's going to watch your salt, high blood pressure, that kind of thing, this is a good tip for you too. I'm going to add a little water to this jar, put the cover back on tight, shake it, and rinse it. I'm going to do that a couple times to get rid of all that excess salt because it is super salty, and I would prefer to just salt and pepper to taste when it's on the plate at the end. So I'm going to go do that real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, butter's all melted. I'm going to go ahead and add roughly a third cup of flour. Might have been closer to a half, but right around there anyway. I actually think I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more. Alright, now that's all, it's absorbed all the melted butter. And turn the heat back on. I'm going to add the milk a little at a time so it gets incorporated without being all clumpy. This is called a roux or a country gravy, a white gravy. Got multiple names to it. You would make the same thing if you was going to make sausage gravy on biscuits. Same stuff. Alright, that's on a simmer, and you gotta watch it because it will scorch pretty easily. I'm gonna pop these open real quick with my little church key and get this warming up while it's getting thick. I'm only gonna do about half a jar each. So if I was going to dump that straight into the roux, I would strain off the liquid first. Otherwise it would make it too soupy. That's probably obvious, but just saying. Alright, that's gotten nice and thick, so I just went ahead and shut that off. Now I'm going to go ahead and slice this dried beef into strips. I feel like people used to have this quite a bit years ago, and maybe they don't have it quite so much anymore. Let me know down in the comments if you guys still eat this, or maybe if you've never had it. I'd be interested to know. Alright, I'm just gonna add this to the roux and let that get nice and hot while I toast up the bread. Alright, toast is done, veggies are hot. Let's plate this puppy. This is such a quick and easy meal. And like I said, if you do like saltines, it's even faster. Good for busy nights. And we got some veggies. We got our SOS on there. Fresh cracked pepper, freshly ground Himalayan salt. And there we go. And there you have it, chipped beef, or same old stuff on a shingle, however you want to call it. Pretty simple, nice, I guess you could call it a comfort meal. And yeah, I am not going to attempt to try to eat that on camera. Alright guys, I'm going to plate some up for the kids and call them all down. They're upstairs playing, being good. I can't believe they didn't interrupt once. Maybe I should be concerned. Alright guys, thanks for joining me for this one. And I'll catch you on the next one.